Ladies and gentlemen, I was about to make a separate video. I was in the middle of it, and then this dropped, the 2026 roadmap for Battlefield 6. And I'm going to tell you what, this is an outstanding roadmap. I'm so excited, but let's just watch it. Let's just watch it together. Let's get a reaction out of this. I'm so excited.
As the struggle between NATO and Pax Armada unfolds on Battlefield servers around the world, we wanted to take a moment to share our vision for the future of Battlefield 6 and RedSec directly with you. We're here to lay out where the year ahead takes us, from maps and modes to features that we know you've been asking for. But first, we wanted to thank you for all of the feedback and your passion for Battlefield.
There's been a lot of feedback.
Watching you play Season 2's Contaminated and Haggental base highlights the amazing ingenuity and creative ways our community plays in our Battlefield sandbox. But today is about looking ahead at what you can expect from Battlefield 6 and RedSec during the rest of 2026.
Season 3 arrives this May, and listen, we've heard your feedback about the kind of map experience you want in Battlefield loud and clear. And that is why Season 3 opens with our reimagining of a classic Battlefield 4 map, Railway to Goldwood.
So just from the initial look of it, you can see there's a ton more cover on the map. There's a lot more trees, a lot more buildings in the town area, even in the outskirts. You're getting a lot more cover, which I'm very excited about. Adding a bit more color to the map as well with some poppier rose fields. This is something desperately needed from Goldwood. There wasn't enough cover for the infantry, so I'm glad to see there's a lot more cover in the map.
Which will be the biggest map in Battlefield 6 yet, nearly 4 times the size of Mirak Valley. Set within Tajikistan after the events of the campaign, this fan favorite has
Look at that. There's so much more cover even just on the train itself.
optimized to match Battlefield 6's visual quality and gameplay. This means we're introducing
That is insane, dude. This is nuts right here. This part. Seeing, obviously you got a Bradley down there, quad bike, couple helicopters, an APC, another Bradley, another helicopter, a couple of jets, 4 jets, I think. And then obviously all of this cover down here. Dude, this is what we need. And this looks like it's close to what used to be, I believe, the C objective. You have the train right here, and then you'd go up, and then this is the C objective. So this isn't even like the main, like, quote unquote town area, I think. If obviously there's going to be tweaks to where your objectives are and stuff like that, but if it's true to what BF4's version used to be, this is awesome to see.
new cover, larger aerial spaces, and more opportunities for strategic play when it comes to close quarter combat and long ranging.
I mean, look at how many tanks there are on the battlefield, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Little Bird, 2 stealth jets, I think? No, these are the fighter jets right here. 2 fighter jets. That's insane. That is crazy.
We've already begun testing Goldwood in labs. From sightlines to vehicle balance to time to kill to cover and more. We already have a lot of feedback to get the map ready for Season 3's launch next month. And we can't wait for you to get your hands on Battlefield 6's biggest map yet. And later in the season, another legendary map arrives. Cairo Bazaar, our updated take on Battlefield 3's Grand Bazaar.
Oh yes,
This map is a
dude. Look at the map. It's very close to what Grand Bazaar used to be. It looks a little bit smaller than what Grand Bazaar was, but I'm kind of okay with that. Obviously, you kind of have like a similar layout of having like the highway kind of right here, and then obviously the central C objective. A is going to be kind of in a market, E is in another market, and then you have kind of outside objectives. Oh man, I'm excited for
Spanning
this.
experience with fierce firefights in tight alleyways and buildings designed for deadly ambushes that highlight our signature destruction. A part of Season 3, we'll be introducing Battle Royale solos as an official mode, as well as the beginning of our ranked play experience.
Should have been in the beginning.
We're incredibly excited to bring ranked play first to Battle Royale quads in RedSec.
Solo specifically should have been in the beginning.
We're looking forward to getting your feedback and building this experience with you in and out of Battlefield Labs. Ranked Play's debut in Season 3 sets the stage for this thrilling competitive experience that will not only evolve in future seasons, but expand to other modes, including Battlefield 6 multiplayer, as we build new ways to showcase your skills in Battlefield.
Ranked play in multiplayer
In
isn't a
July,
terrible thing.
Season 4 will arrive. And with it, we'll now have land, air, and sea battles. That's right, naval warfare is coming to both Battlefield 6 and RedSec. As you take the fight to the
Dude.
Pacific, you'll experience a new naval-focused map called Suru Reef, even larger than Goldman, with gigantic air and
This map looks insane, ladies and gentlemen. Suru Reef. You kind of have a hotel like in Battlefield 4's Hainan Resort, kind of. It'd be cool if they brought Levolution back just for, you know, that hotel, but it looks very similar. Same kind of hotel style. You have the elevators up here, and then you have the back balcony. I doubt it's going to be the same, but it looks cool. It looks about the same. Large airstrip here for the either PAX or NATO side. I'm assuming naval carrier for the other. Maybe this is a capture point. This is 100% going to be another one. Another capture point here. Another capture point kind of in the middle right here. This looks spectacular. I'm so excited for a large-scale naval combat map. Should have been in the beginning. I'm glad it's finally here. This looks awesome. And I understand this is concept art, but even just from the concept, it looks spectacular.
sea spaces that will begin testing in labs soon. And that's
It
not
looks
all
massive.
for Season 4. We also have the return to Wake Island, one of the most celebrated maps in the series history.
I mean, classic Wake Island. So is Center Point. Stop it. The airfield here. Then you have the towns going out. Yeah, dude. The map looks a little small though. Little small. Hopefully the flight area isn't as small. Hopefully the flight area kind of goes all the way out over here. I'm assuming it will. I don't think it'll just be confined here. Obviously, this is more so for the naval and infantry. Maybe bring this border out just a hair, you know, just a hair more. That way the red boats or whatever naval vessels they have kind of can go on the outside a little bit easier. But it's interesting that they have a HQ right here.
Aircraft carriers with operational flight decks, new
Now this is cool. This is cool. Reference images right here for new naval vessels that we're getting. Probably infantry, transport, naval carrier rather than just a rib boat. I think
naval-based
that's kind of
vehicles,
cool.
a dynamic wave system that makes ocean combat even more intense,
Those look
and of
amazing.
course, naval-based challenges with exclusive rewards.
Naval-based challenges. So I'm assuming Conquest Assault will be coming back.
We'll begin
I would have to imagine Naval Assault or Conquest Assault comes back, especially with Wake
testing
Island.
Season 4's new maps in Battlefield Labs soon. Can't wait to hear what you think.
Since launch, we've heard of several features you'd like to see in Battlefield 6 and RedSec. We plan on bringing these to you this year, alongside a sea of ongoing quality of life updates and combat improvements to make sure Battlefield rewards your passion for the series. We'll give you more details as we begin testing them in labs to gather your feedback. But today I can confirm a server browser.
What we've all been waiting for, a server browser. I do not understand DICE's neglect to put this in the video game from the start. It never made sense to me. This is what makes Battlefield Battlefield. This should have been from the
With
start.
persistent servers to give you even more options to host and play your preferred experiences, as
Yep,
well as custom
16A3.
free-game lobbies. Leaderboards to show which players are dominating the world of Battlefield. Spectator mode so you can sit back.
Another fantastic feature that should have been in at launch. DICE thank you for finally bringing it back.
And watch your squad in action or cast the action live as it unfolds. The return of platoons so you and your squad can connect and play together more efficiently. Proximity chat.
This one's interesting. As much as I like platoons, this one piques my interest because I'm very curious if this is just going to be a battle royale feature or if this will be a multiplayer feature as well. If this is a multiplayer feature as well, imagine hardcore servers. Imagine just the types of, things that you can do, especially in, let's say, Portal, that you can do with proximity chat. I think proximity chat is awesome. I think the idea of it was sick. They kind of did it in the beginning at launch, but it never really was like a big thing. Obviously, like if you're far away, you have like kind of like a radio type of chat. But if they can do this properly, this will elevate Battlefield. Not like to such high degrees, but I think this is something like a niche little feature that a lot of people love.
Which gives you even more ways to communicate with your squad and the ability to eavesdrop on enemies to make tactical power plays. We're also dedicated to doing a rework pass on 2 maps, New Sobek
Huge.
and Blackwell Fields, using Battlefield Labs to help raise the quality bar on both.
I thought Blackwell Fields was never terrible, but it definitely was not the greatest, right? I think a color shift needs to happen with like the sun and all of that. I think the fly area needs to be improved. New Sobek City is just trash. I never play that map. That map is awful. I don't think you should be able to get on top of the buildings, or at least if you can, there needs to be easier ways to get on top of them. I'm so glad that this is
based
happening.
on your feedback. And after we've worked with you to evolve rank play in Battle Royale, we'll deliver the Elite and Open Series as promised. The
Cool for the
pinnacle
Red
of
Sec
competition
people.
in Battlefield.
Not my cup of tea, but cool for them.
Today, I can also confirm that as a holiday surprise, we'll be dropping a 3rd map into Season 5. You'll have to wait to learn about them, but I will say that the roadmap does offer a hint of where you'll be fighting.
So the roadmap hints at where we'll be fighting for Season 5. Now, I have a suspicion on where this might be. My suspicion is Operation Dawnbreaker, potentially from Battlefield 4. Or it is that like Chinese market map that they had in Battlefield 4 DLC. I forget exactly what it was, but I think this is Operation Dawnbreaker, considering all of the lights and all that sort of stuff. Or maybe we see a Siege of Shanghai at night map. I don't know. I'm leaning Operation Dawnbreaker with all the neon lights and all that sort of stuff. That's my hint.
We have so much amazing content coming across all these seasons. Massive maps to bring Battlefield's brand of chaos to life. The return of naval warfare so you can experience land, sea, and air battles. Requested features will launch and continue to build alongside you, like ranked play and server browser, and the launch of the Open and Elite competitive series. All of this alongside our commitment to continue to evolve and make the core gameplay experience in Battlefield even better. We have a ton of details on weapons, gadgets, and vehicles you will get to master. We even have a few surprises we can't spoil today. I hope this sneak peek of what we have coming in 2026 has you as pumped as everybody working across Battlefield Studios. We're committed to evolving Battlefield. We can't wait to take you on that journey this year and beyond.
To say I'm excited is an understatement. I am so happy with this roadmap. Where's it at? I think they're outdoing themselves with
Alongside
this.
our commitment to
This is what we've all been waiting for. This is what we've all wanted. I'm a little sad to see that it's only going to be 2 maps a season. I guess for Season 5 we're going to get 3 maps. But honestly, to get the maps that we're getting is amazing. Now, to split the maps from one half of each season, a little tough, a little underwhelming. And to see like modes coming, it's Are they going to be permanent modes? Are they going to be more LTMs? We're going to have to wait to see for that. And that's a little unfortunate because I think we're getting fewer maps for more modes. But if it balances out to where we get more maps, more weapons, and vehicles, okay, I'll take it, right? And to see other things coming along, like I had mentioned from the jump, server browser, platoons, proxy chat, more ongoing improvements with everything else, to finally see naval warfare and bigger maps, I'm just very glad to see all of this coming to life. This is what we've needed. This is what Battlefield fans have wanted from this game from the jump. Again, unfortunate that it's going to be taking a while, all the way until July, where we're seeing, the two biggest maps, I guess, or, May, we're getting Gulmud Railway, huge map, 4 times larger than Mirach Valley, which is awesome to hear. Suru Reef, which is even bigger than Gulmud, amazing. Wake Island, love it. But all the way till the, July, till we get, 4 solid maps. I'm curious of when the reworks for the other maps are going to be coming, but to wait that long sucks, but I'm glad that we're finally going to be getting it. Now, from May to July, that's a little bit of a quick turnaround, because we're probably going to get this, May 12th-ish, and then probably July 12th or maybe 4th of July, kind of a 4th of July celebration. Who knows? Doubt it, with it being a Swedish company and all, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Are you guys excited? What else would you like to see from DICE and Battlefield Studios being put into Battlefield? Again, they said more feedback, so let's get some feedback. Let's see what you guys think down in the comments down below. Out of the blue video, but I'm glad to be making this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.